Hey guys, Darth Chloric here, back with another random battle on the Battle of Middle-earth 2, Age of the Ring mod. So, I say back with another battle, but because I've done a lot of these battles from Rise of the Witch King, but we are on the Age of the Ring mod, which is a crazy awesome mod for Battle of Middle-earth 2. Anyway, so technically if we were going to start at the very top, I mean, not counting the adventure maps, we would probably just like jump into this one technically, but I'm a little more tempted to start doing some of these out of order. I was kind of tempted to check out one of these. There was one of these, maybe it was this one. I mean, you're really close to your opponent, which is a little spooky, but this one could be interesting, although honestly, yeah, that one's a little weird. Maybe this one could be cool. Isengard. Ooh, Kingdom of Erebor could be a fun one, because I think this is the fortress, or maybe all of this is the fortress, but this kind of interests me. Maybe this is the fortress? Yeah, let's check out this one. Anyway, so we'll probably be Gondor. I don't want him to use a hero, not one of mine, because if I grab one of these, there's a really good chance he's going to grab one of mine, which I don't want him to do. I'm going to be Gondor. Maybe we'll go Blair, and maybe we'll go green. Green for Gondor. So he's on Peasant, which is good, because even on Peasant, they're not stupid. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm really excited. Ooh, Isengard. How flavorful. Good versus evil. Anyway, so there's a lot of new stuff in this, and I'm not familiar with every faction by any means. I've been playing quite a bit of this over the last few weeks, and I discovered this from Turin, if you guys are a fan of Turin's channel on YouTube, and he is the coolest, and I discovered this from him, which is wild because I didn't know he knew what Battle for Middle-earth was, and I've been watching Turin for Warhammer Total War content for years and years, and suddenly he started playing this, and I'm like, wait, what's Age of the Ring mod? Obviously, I know what Battle for Middle-earth 2 is, and so then I looked and I checked it out, and then suddenly he was talking about all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, there's like 8 factions or 7 factions now, and he's like listing all this stuff, and there's all these new units, and balancing is all different, and all this other stuff, and I was like, wow, I was like, this is insane. Powers also completely different. All powers are unique for every single faction. So there's no overlap anymore. Now, some stuff of what they do is the same, but like the name of the power and sometimes very specific things, those are all different. So anyway, let's see. Repairs a structure. Restoration could be very good. Partially heals units and replaces 1 dead man per battalion. That could be good, but I usually like repair, although maybe it kind of looks like it gave me repair right out the gate. It looks like it did. Well, in that case, I'll take skilled healers. It's wild that it gave me that right out the gate. Anyway, let's see. So there's that. It'll reduce hero cost. Yeah, a lot of new heroes. A lot of buildings too. So granary, that'll be our money building. Forgot I'm top right, so we're gonna go that way. And we're gonna expand into the back. Although maybe we really should keep this one, even though it's forward, which is a little nervous. It'd probably be easier to defend if it's near my fortress. So arrow tower, hub, wall hub, solemn statue. So fountain guards will defend the statue and attack nearby enemies. Trebuchet. Arrow tower is probably what we'll do. Gondor has a lot of buildings. Okay, there's a battle tower.
Shouldn't take too long. Tools ready.
Perfect. Okay, so now luckily the besiege maps are kind of cool because they give you vision, so I obviously can see his base. So that's neato. So it looks like one of the AIs. Oh, I don't know if they're over here. Like I don't know if they're over here. I guess. Oh, they are. Okay, so that one's occupied. Is this one occupied? There's like little movements and stuff. What I'm really looking for is like AI building things. Oh, yep. Okay, so they're like either 2 separate AIs that are on different teams with each other, or something. Are you allowed to enter here? Maybe, although there's a bridge right there. You might be able... Okay, you probably will be able to skate around the back, but that's probably a little nerve-wracking.
We got work to do.
Anyway, but the good news is the AI will be able to keep him distracted, so I can like, you know, I can like macro up, for instance. There we go. We'll
Let's get working.
get that going, and we want a battle tower. I also noticed that the music seems very like unique to factions, and a lot of builders are different. Like so, a lot of factions have very different, unique builders, and things in general. Just a lot of stuff seems really, really different, which is great. So it looks like the dwarves are on this side, which makes sense. And oh, this is probably like Dale or an equivalent, I would imagine. But as you can see, they build buildings and they're like level 3 immediately. And AI will like, you know, do stuff. Looks like there's a little position here. And, you know, but the nice thing is like this stuff happens, you know, the AIs are gonna screw around with each other, which is great for me. Because it means I can just like, you know, macro up. And I'm way less likely to be annihilated. So, Pippin, Blair Firebolt, we have Forlong, the Lord of Losternock. We have Baragond, the Captain of the Citadel. We have Denethor II, son of Ecthelion, the Steward of Gondor. We have Faramir. As you can see, balancing is way different. Faramir is way more expensive now, but probably much better in the mod. The Captain of the Ithilien Rangers. We have Boromir, obviously, second to most expensive hero, Captain of the White Tower. And then, of course, we have Gandalf, Mithrandir, the White Rider, who's very expensive. So let's see. Reduces research weapons and armor, reduce costs of upgrades. Also counts as like a money building, though, which is great. So you have to keep an eye on a lot of that stuff, because you know, you have to keep an eye on such things, because a lot of each faction's balancing is going to be very different from each other, and so you have to watch out for that stuff. Anyway, just making sure that mountain wasn't an enemy army coming towards me, because you never know. Ooh. But yeah, I noticed that, but yeah, people are very different from each other as far as like each faction and how they work and stuff. Balancing is very different, and how you want to play them is in a lot of cases very different. We need a barracks. I need to go barracks kind of quick, because I want to grab some of these, buildings that are near me. As you can see, you know, he's doing stuff, but honestly, these are not him. These are dwarves. So, that would be this guy. Oh, look! It's, King Thror. And his fancy throne, yeah. Oh yeah, there's King Brand over there, I saw that. There's Thrain. So, you know, we got really heavy dwarves on this side. Heavy metal. So I need to watch out for that. Luckily, him being yellow is convenient, because it makes it much easier to see on the map. Anyway. Good. Alright, I need clansmen, strong versus pikemen. They're not massively strong, but that's alright. They're very cheap, which will work just fine. I guess we'll do one on the other side. Alright, macroing up. But yeah, the factions are very different from each other, which is interesting. Oh, there's a lot of the AIs in the middle here. Dwarf faction is just vibing on a lot of these ledges, which is very interesting. And it's cool because
Clansmen of Lamadon, ready for orders.
This dude is running his face into that little tower position.
Clansmen, move out.
Clansmen. Anyway. Alright, so we're capturing stuff, which is great. Let's see. So blacksmith is obviously that one. We can obviously double up on production buildings like I always do. I don't know if I'm about to be ambushed, because the AIs that are not part of what's going on right here, like this guy, and especially this guy, because he has all the freaking heroes just vibing over here, he'll use powers on me. So you got to be prepped for such things. Let's go to the next tower over there. But yeah, I'm excited to do more of these battles. I think they'll be really fun on the channel, which is huge. And Isengard is getting annihilated by the dwarf armies over here. It'd be really funny if Isengard died to the AI on the map, and I didn't even do anything. That'd be funny. Anyway, it would be wild. I'd be a little surprised if it happened that way, because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Battle tower. Ah, monument. Okay, there we go. This is the new well, which is a monument in this one, but it's also a fountain, as you can see. But that's what I needed to know, because I needed to get my little point going here. See how things are going over here. Upside. I got the tower now.
We clansmen fight for Gondor.
Sick.
Come, we're going home.
Come, we're going home.
We've upgraded the forces.
Sick. So a lot of upgrade buildings in this one, you can't level them up. They will level up over time. So in enough time, it's going to rank up on its own. So like right now, we can go right away to banners, but I can't do this. And as you can see, the level is increasing. So, and I think that's true for most factions. Maybe all of them, but I only know that to my knowledge, most of them do that, where you can't go right into upgrades immediately. And honestly, I like that because if you were fighting on harder difficulties, I guess, it kind of evens the playing field, at least in my own head. It kind of evens the playing field because you're like, well, you know, they can't rush to upgraded units and just annihilate my base, and it kind of forces everybody to use regular units for a while at least. So honestly, I kind of dig it because it makes things a little easier. Anyway, it's so nice. That's one of the reasons these besiege maps are some of my favorite, is because it just, all of the AI on the map keeps my enemy busy, you know, and so it's just nice for me because I can, I don't know, kind of do my own thing, you know, and I don't have to worry nearly as much about what's going on. What are these guys? I can't, done lending, that's a little worrisome because those are Isengard units and they are coming towards me. And they are running past my enemies, so because this is my forward position, maybe we're gonna prep because I think he's coming towards me. For realsies, so we have House of Healing, heals nearby allies and revival cost and time, which is cheaper. Bulwark of the West unlocks the Steward defense ability, can be used to summon 2 battalions of guards of the Citadel to defend the fortress. Flaming munitions, which is obvious. Numenorian stonework, which is obvious. Fortress and wall armor, prerequisite to the Tower of Icthelion. And then the Tower of Icthelion requires the Numenorian stonework, provides Palantir vision power, and allows the recruitment of fountain guards, increases the fortress vision range. So, looks like he is through. He decided to run the blockade and come at me. Just making sure I didn't actually build anything by accident. We could do one of these solemn statues. I don't expect him to be massively popular. Alright. He went to the corner one. I was kind of expecting something different. Defend it! Luckily, I got little sentries here that are going to help defend it. It's totally okay. My boys are hacking them up, and we're defending. I'm gonna use my power if I need to. Which, I might not need to. I can hit both of these towers, though, if it came to it. Well done, boys.
Let's get working.
Okay. Perfect. We need to steepen our defenses. Now that I know that he favors which towers, it does help make things a little more obvious for me.
We've improved the smithy.
We've improved the smithy. Ooh, Blair. All right, you guys will be on number 2 for now.
We will fight until the end.
Oh look, I hit level 2 and I'm allowed to make my armors now,
Where do I go with this?
which is great. Okay, so there's stables, siege works, which will allow us to build trebuchets. Not gonna get a crap ton of that because generally speaking I don't go very heavy on siege equipment, but not that there's anything wrong with it per se, because there's certainly not. But with all these enemies in the middle just vibing, it would be a great way to farm kills, you know, for my heroes. A great way to get them free experience, which is great. We already have the upgrade for that. And those are going right now. Got some of my enemy just vibing out in front of this. I wonder how well defended this is, because I'm not seeing a whole lot. There's not I mean, there's lots of random little bits and bobs, but they have a few units here, but nothing you couldn't take. Like, if I was just trying to debate if I thought it was worth anything. You know? I was like, I could attack him. I mean, again, I don't know why. But maybe you get money for it, or... I also wonder, like, you think this back wall... Because obviously, I think you can cross this way. And I don't know if these are towers, or if they can shoot you, or what. Because it might be a very safe way to get to the back of his base. Comparatively. And then this is just impassable mountain, obviously. And I don't think you'd ever... taking this would be hard. Look at all these units, dude. And obviously, you'd have no reason to take the fortress. It's on the way past, you know? Like, you would otherwise have no reason to do it. So, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so there you go. That's just regular trebuchets and then the flaming shot.
I go with this.
Alright, siege works, which we got. There's the monument, which is obviously our builder. Ah, there we go. There's another good building.
Let's build it. Who needs something
Okay,
built?
and then stoneworker generates a small amount, strengthens nearby structures. That's what I thought I remembered. Because one of the good plays about Gondor, and I think some other factions do this too, but Gondor, you can do this, and if you drop these stoneworks and like near a lot of your towers, you can strengthen all of your towers in the area. And so it can be good. It can be a great way to help boost your towers, because on their own, they're not very strong, as you probably noticed.
Now is our time.
All right, Blair, you got to go start sniping people, eh? Work on our upgrades for the fortress. He's just vibing out there. Ah, so there is some level of passable mountains going on. But not the whole thing, though, I don't think. Oh, actually, no, there is a path down the backside to get to the back wall over here. So there is another way in if you really cared to.
We're done building over here.
Blair's farming for kills, which is great.
We've upgraded the fortress.
Sick.
I go with this.
Okay, so this is structure discount bonus, which is what it gives us. But as you can see this little icon above the towers. That means they're strengthened. We might just start plopping them over a lot of my base, you know. But what we need is this one, because this we can strengthen farms, and this one so that destroyed structures will refund some money. We're just gonna queue up both of those.
Where are we building?
And I think that's everything as far as like unique buildings go, but we have more things we're gonna build here. I don't really want to build it over there.
Time to start building.
Okay. Stalwart defense ability. We might make sure we're grabbing some more. See if we can manage to see our little icon here, which is difficult. It's like really in this hole, and even if we find it, we're not gonna be able to select it. Oh, it's down. It's like down there somewhere, but yeah, I don't think we can get to this one that's on this side. Like, maybe if the smoke clears, we can try again in a second.
Rally together.
But I wouldn't hold your breath. Okay, maybe it is her
The
fur.
west will not fall.
Here, let's go get some free kills.
The grand harvest
Let's go
has come.
farm for kills, shall we?
Tools ready.
Great. All right, battle towers. Actually, we honestly could do a little number of like this,
There's a good place.
and we could just tower the crap out of this little wall there.
Who needs something built?
And then maybe we will start our
Build it quick.
tower spam on this little corner, because that's the obvious choke. Obviously. The next level is actually very cheap by
Our
comparison.
blades are at the ready.
Alright, we got a macro up. We don't have time for all this
Put your fears
shenanigans.
aside.
Blair, how's it going? Pretty good?
The west will not fall.
I don't know, that's I don't think that's a hero. Yeah, that's a 1 unit left of a crossbowman, but that's not a hero. Ah, well, my Isengard is attempting to poke inside Dale, which is interesting. Which I'm assuming is what this is. I should have looked at the map a little
Stand firm.
more clearly.
We've improved the
Bravery.
The
Go
forge is
forth.
finished up with the blades.
Honestly, she could just poke or shoot at whatever she wants over there.
We got work to do.
It's a lot of free experience otherwise, you know. Otherwise, let's get like at least one.
We need.
We'll probably end up getting several over there, but
We will fight until the end.
I am with you. The west will not fall.
Get 'em.
where? Oh, well, I don't know. I ain't really near all that.
Now is our time.
I was actually more concerned about. Obviously, we know where he's going.
With haste.
I'm just gonna tell her to attack there. She might be able to catch him. I don't know if she's faster than they are.
What does the steward command?
And I will
Duty calls.
get my boys over there. All right, we need to make sure we're
Where are we
keeping our
building?
eyes on the ball here.
Clear the land.
All right. Oh. Dwarven archers are
Rally together.
chasing my girl.
The enemy is here. Sound the alarm.
Fight for your lives.
It's the enemy. Take
We
cover,
must
men.
fight.
The heavy armor is ready.
I am with you.
All right, we're gonna deal with these little pesky dwarves that think they can attack me.
We have answered the call.
Their cruelty must end.
They want to fight with Blair, and they're gonna get one. They're gonna get one. So something else that's different in the mod is the arrows are a little bit different in this one. As you can see, there is no arrow trail. Now, I think there is some light arrow trail stuff with upgrades, but nothing insane, honestly. Like, nothing insane. There's not a lot of that stuff. I would assume that they did that because maybe visually they're like, well, it looks a little more realistic without all of the crazy arrow trails, you know? So I would assume that maybe that's why they did it. But overall, I thought I would mention that. Something else that's different is there's a lot of balancing changes. For one, so the Minas Tirith soldiers are your good stuff now. They're not your baseline. Your baseline is this stuff. They're clansmen. There's Linhir spearmen, Lamden clansmen, Lossernach axemen. So I mean, these guys are good, but these guys are much more of your baseline. And then cavalry, you have riders, Pinneth, Gelen riders, but then you have Knights of Minas Tirith, which are good. Another difference is horsemen in general are way more expensive on command points. Like, as you can see, these ones are good, but these ones are 70, but there's like cavalry that's cheaper than 70 command points is rare. Rare, if not non-existent. I would assume they did that so that it would be a little harder to, I'm assuming they did that so it'd be a little harder to just build cavalry armies, you know, that's just like, where that's the whole build. I would assume that's why they did that, is so that it would be, you know, so that it would help limit you on how much cavalry you could get, to some degree. I would assuming it's something to do with that.
Stand firm.
Let's say if we're getting kills, it must be Blair.
The West will not fall.
But as you can see, she's leveling up, and her arrows are almost invisible. They're not quite. I think you can sometimes see like the little arrow whiz past, but overall, they're not massively like visible like they were. Even with upgrades, they're not. So that's a fair amount of towers, and I don't know if anyone's ever gonna go through here, but you know,
Around, friends of the West.
I like preparing for intense sieges. I don't know if these are dwarfs or these are the Dale guys. I don't know.
Now is our time. The
There's
West
some
will not
dwarves.
fall.
Anyway, I'm just gonna have her loitering and getting kills, leveling up, you know. The music's obviously popping right now. We can go ahead and keep working on upgrades. And get me a stoneworker for the upper ledge here. As you can see, my towers are all upgraded in Fonse. Those are upgraded. That's just a farm. And 500 for archery range upgrades. 500 for stables. Those are all farms. I got my marketplace already.
Take cover, men! This fortress is a bulwark to the enemies of Gondor.
She's doing great. These guys are tough. What are these? Manslayers. These are the really good ones. The Manslayers are real spooky.
Bravery. Attack! Fire!
Alright. We're dealing with it.
Pull them off.
Wow, her hillbilly popped back immediately. I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing or not.
Forward.
I don't know if they're shooting at the Urukai or what, but
Now is our
there's
time.
now a lot of guys over here, so
With haste.
you just work on getting back home. I'm trying to see if I can see this little... But no and ifs or buts about it. I cannot see it.
We've improved the stables.
Yeah, you really just can't see that from this angle at all. Oh, it's so sad. I don't think I'm going to be able to see this far one either.
Forces are under attack.
The West will not fall.
Wow, really?
I can't hold much longer.
I know, you're in trouble, darling. But
Shoot them.
I have to try to kill these guys because you're never going to outrun them.
This way.
I think you're dead either way, to be honest.
With haste. This way.
That was worth a try. Alright, hang on. Okay, she's coming back. I can't outrun him, he's faster than I am, so... I had to try to go for a kill with the Manslayers, but... Those Manslayers were apparently still alive, because they killed her. which is rough. I guess we'll go ahead and get you those.
Attacking the encampment!
Boy, they sure are. That's why I have strengthened towers right there. Ah, the dwarves are intercepting some of these guys. Blair is coming back. Don't worry about it. She'll be back. Alright, the upgrade is cheaper. Is it? Okay, these ones are a little more expensive, but obviously we got the economy now. I'm just getting our infrastructure rolling. Go ahead and get that going too. Alright, Blair's coming back. Stalwart Defense, which is summons 2 battalions of guards of the Citadel on the fortress. And the guards of the Citadel are fancier. The Fountain Guards are also very fancy. They're a hero unit, so they're very good.
Our lands are under siege!
Our blades are at the ready.
Here, boys. I don't know if they'll be alive by the time you get there, but I don't really want him standing there shooting me. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. It's already over.
Improve the workshop!
Alright, he's still vibing, and he's kind of loitering at the front of this. Interestingly, some part of me is tempted to take this, to like attack this fortress, but at the same time, like, I don't really gain anything, and he's kind of slowing down Isengard, so maybe it's not a terrible thing. Alright, we need a little bit more oomph. And the other one I was gonna say was this over here, because this stonework is a little exposed. Alright, so there's all that. Let's go ahead and get the last upgrade first. Make sure you are in the right thing.
Put your fears aside.
She's back.
Gather round, friends of the West.
Alright, so she's gonna go pick some fights again. Maybe this time we'll get luckier, or we can be more careful. I don't know, one of the two. Alright, do I still have? I do. Perfect. The Gondor flag is very similar to the, you know, uninhabited flag, so it takes a second to get used to it. Plus, all the flags are different for all the factions. So it does make it a scotch confusing.
Rally together.
Alright, so Blair is kind of going to go poke around, look for some trouble again. And you're done. But the other one we'll do is that one right there. That'll kind of put that thing behind a wall, which I feel better about. Otherwise, we could go Faramir.
Let's get working. Who needs something built?
Who needs something built? For now, I think we'll just go over there until I figure out what I'm doing. Whoops. Oh, I think it might have ignored me. Oh, no, it's asking me to summon it. Okay, perfect. I was about to say, I didn't want to do that. No. Oh, might as well not bother for a second. Faramir's building, so it's in the middle of something. Give me fire arrows. Okay, cavalry's done. Get me the flaming shot, just in case I use it.
Friends of the West. We must fight.
And is this what, money? Yeah.
The West will not fall.
I don't know if we'll be able to get this before it's all over, but... Uh-oh. Probably not. I've gotten too close to Dale, and he's not having it. I think this is Dale. It's either Dale or a fortress from Dale. One of the two.
I am with you.
Firestones are here. It's the enemy.
I mean, we're going to farm these guys for some kills, but...
I'm ready to play my
Crush
part.
them.
We mustn't let them close.
Okay, so he is ranger form. So he has toggle weapon for melee and ranged. Faramir calls his rangers to bombard anywhere within a great radius with a volley of arrows. At level 5, it's way higher damage and a bigger radius.
Savages.
Okay, she's defending herself. He has the Knight Ranger toggle, so he can switch between mounted and on foot.
There's a knight of Gondor.
We're gonna go Knight mode for a second,
Reclaim these lands.
so that he can rapidly reach Blair.
Put your fears aside.
Okay, we will grab this, which is a buff Captain's Horn. It'll give damage and armor for 60 seconds. Yeah, holy cow. Anyway, Faramir is in Knight mode and Hall in the Mail. Oh, some of the dwarves decided to pick a fight, which was a choice. A very interesting choice.
Who's ready?
Okay. Actually, can I get one of you to kind of round out the wall there?
Quality will show this day.
What is that? Oh, are those like the shield bearers? Maybe. Oh, and a battering ram.
We will reclaim
Cheeky.
these lands.
Well, let's intercept that.
Bravery!
They do that. Trying to keep her alive, brother.
The enemy is upon us, men!
How do you like them apples? Alright.
This way.
Time to go, darling. If you can outrun them, which, who knows.
This is their end.
Alright. We got that, which is good.
Vanquish them. Tell the men to break cover.
Try to cover her.
Run them through.
Cover her.
Pull back. Take them out.
Go, brother. Cover her.
Our forces are under attack!
Vanquish them.
We must fight.
You're almost.
For the glory of Gondor.
He's covering her.
It's that Gorgon creature!
It sure is.
They are taking our building!
He is definitely doing it. I'm assuming it's the one I just captured down
My
there.
courage fails me.
You're fine.
The west will not fall.
Alright. I missed.
Friends.
They have seized
Yes.
one of our buildings!
Doesn't matter.
Follow me.
They have attacked!
Swiftly.
Hold your ground, men.
Rally together.
Alright, we're gonna try to help. Now she can cover him.
This is their end. I will do what I can.
Fight.
Alright. A little spooky.
Here, my friends.
Alright, go ahead and get me Boromir.
We will fight until the end.
Alright. Let's see. So in this one we have Archers of Minas Tirith, which are good. Blackfoot Vale Archers, which are kind of your cheaper archer. Then you have Ithilien Rangers, which are of course very fancy. So that's very, very good. As far as my regular troopers are concerned, let's see. Pikemen. Requires 4 long. So to get the Axeman, you need 4 long, the hero.
We will reclaim these lands. I will lead the Rangers of Gondor.
Alright, now you can go Ranger mode now that you're not rushing to try and save Blair's life. Isengard is getting a little big for his britches, and Wormtongue. Anyway, things are getting a little spooky. For them, anyway.
Boromir, here to lead Gondor must stand. We trust
Sick.
such weapons that we have.
Knife throw. It's the Horn of Gondor, which stuns enemies. So the knife throw is exactly what you would think. Knocking them back, reducing their armor by 25% for 10 seconds. Oh, it's a debuff. Captain of the White Tower dons his Gondorian armor and grants 10% armor. Leadership, obviously, and they gain all kinds of things. For Gondor... Really? Is that Lurtz? Yes.
Rally
Do
together.
what needs doing.
Gather round, friends of the west. There's another one.
We're gonna deal with this.
I will
Oh,
defend my
is
people.
Boromir about to get his revenge? Anyway, for Gondor, this is an experience gain for allies, and then proud, stubborn, and strong give targeted units superior experience. He got freaking
We
dumpster.
will fight until the end.
Gather round, friends of the west.
All right, so my little hero squad.
Rally together.
Let's go, people.
They've taken our building!
What? Oh, he did. Look at that.
The enemy is upon us, men!
Cheeky little bugger. Well, we'll deal with him. Not quite yet. Wow, he has splash attacks. I think.
Hold them off.
Alright, well,
Shoot them.
let's go take our stuff back, shall we? Oh, they're shooting the crabine, I think. Like the crabine from Dunland. Anyway. Right. We need to be preparing. We're not just goofing around here. We can go some spearmen. We need to be preparing for our attack. We're not just doing nothing.
To such weapons that
I
we
missed. I keep missing. I did that. I do that a lot when I attack. I'll click on something and it'll say you missed.
We bring spears from Lindhere.
Really?
What does the steward command?
We are ready for orders.
So they can go upgraded blades and then the banner carriers,
Our spears
but
are
not
pledged to
armor.
Gondor.
They need level 4. Permanently gain 20% armor. Level 4? Holy cow. Whole group of random dudes here. Get him! Oh, hey, you can see her arrows now. Look at that. I think it must be an elven thing, because even I feel like I've had upgraded archers in other factions, and you never see them. I'm not getting that one, obviously.
Stand firm.
Oop, sorry.
Stand firm.
I'm focusing the wargs just in case.
Aid! I require aid!
Oh,
Break away!
Hold them off.
I missed again.
We must be vigilant.
Whew. Okay, hang
Another
on.
round, friends of the West.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Rally together. Forward.
Oh, hey, look at that. They went through here. I just noticed how fragile the health was there. Okay. Summons a lush garden and a number of rangers. Stationary trebuchet. Archery range. Citadels decrease recruitment time of fiefdom troops. Defensive tower stationed with archers. Sick. How convenient. Yeah, we need to.
What does the steward command?
Is that Dale? Oh, it is Dale. What are you doing? Why, you animals? Look at that. He actually left and he's like attacking my stuff. So uncool.
Put your fears aside.
Okay, hang on. We gotta deal with this. Not you, brother.
Our blades
All right.
are at the ready.
We dealt with that. We need to rebuild a little bit. We'll have to fix the front area. But you know what this means. If they attack me once, they can attack me again. So I always increase the number of towers every time I get attacked.
We must fight. Go forth.
Okay, go here. This is still mine, which is great. Oh, that's a berserker.
Prepare for this war.
Savages. There's another one.
Dead.
Gondor must stand.
We will fight
We are
until
ready
the
for
end.
orders.
Alright, more heroes. Let's go Forlong. Okay, and then maybe some regular ministerial soldiers. I have more towers going up.
Put your fears aside. The West will not fall.
Just gonna get a head start on dealing with them. As soon as my builders are done, we'll take care of the rest.
It's that Gondor creature.
Hey, he's not on my side of the map, brothers, so...
Give in to this darkness.
Oh, he does have splash attacks. Look at that, Boromir. What a stud. Sick.
I am with you. With haste.
Lord of
Now is
Lasonic
our
comes
time.
to your aid. It's a little stiff, but I'm doing fine.
Forlong is so funny, dude. His lines are so funny. As he talks, as you listen to him, he's just a really funny guy. He always makes me laugh. He's like, back's a little stiff.
Gondor, make ready.
Alright, give them all the upgrades, because they're the real fancy ones. He's joined.
It is an honor to serve the White City.
See, sick. Alright, so yeah, he buffs fiefdom troops, which is great. We're gonna wait a little more for my boys. Let's go more regular soldiers. Probably we will grab more spearmen, but in general, I mean. We're finishing the upgrades on the fortress though before we goof around too much.
They have attacked by the blood of Gondor.
Oh, don't worry, it's quite the stack of heroes at this point.
Would you like some ale? Then you should have bought some.
Would you like some ale? Then you should have bought some.
Where are we building?
Alright. Guys, get up here. I need you to fix the front door, please.
They are taking our building.
Oh, you can hear Aragorn singing in the background.
Prepare for battle.
And charge attack. Look at that. Alright, this time I'll take some spearmen. Because Isengard does love their cavalry. I have lots of stuff now. I will re-grab that building. Don't even worry. I have a lot of towers over here, brother.
Shines brightly beneath the sun.
It sure does.
Crush them.
Alright, let's work our way towards that tower, huh?
Take the White City.
Our forces are under attack!
He tried. He failed. Alright. Grab me Pippin.
Be on guard. Spears.
So I realize those guys,
I am with you.
are saying be on guard, but I always hear be on God, which I don't know, that sounds like rely on God, and I don't know, I like that. I was like, yeah, let's go. But anyway, I realize they're saying be on guard, but
It is an honor to serve the Whites.
I always think the same thing. Alright, switch to rock throw mode. He has Elven Cloak, becomes invisible. The Blade of Westernese passively deals 200% damage against Nazgul. Halfling Courage. Nearby heroes earn experience faster, and his health is increased. And Trollbane. Pippin gains 150% armor, knockback resist, and deals 250% damage against monsters for 20 seconds. So, very, very good. Alright, I will take Baragon now. We've also unlocked the ability to build Fountain Guards. Very expensive, but very good.
Ready yourselves.
Somebody get him!
It could not be farther away.
It's the ring!
Oh, look, it's Sharku. Right? That's his name? Let me do this. Yeah. And he's just chilling beside the ring, staring at it. Probably trying to decide if he's going to give it to Saruman or not.
I am with you.
We have recaptured our little building.
This way.
The enemy's carrying the ring now!
It's fine. Oh, that's the other thing I meant to mention. The ring does different things for all the factions. It no longer just goes Galadriel for all the good guys and Sauron himself for all the bad guys. The ring now gets you. I believe it's different for every faction. For some factions, it's Frodo. I remember it's Frodo with like all of these fancy abilities. The hero is level 10. But I know for other factions, I know it was different. So I believe it's different. Now, maybe they just changed what exactly it is. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it is like it is Frodo for all the good guys, and then it's, whatever, Sauron or whoever else for all the bad guys. But I almost think it was different for every faction. So, but the ring is different now. I will tell you that for free. So, anyway. Alright, so Pippin's going. He's in rock throw mode, which honestly, that's way more the most useful that hobbits can be. For the hobbit heroes is that you go rock throw mode, because then they're a ranged unit. They're still useful, but they're less likely to get annihilated, which is good. Which is good because hobbits are very squishy, as you would assume. So
The ring lies with the enemy!
doesn't matter.
Our building is being captured!
They're trying and failing.
They're cruel to
Probably
us
why he
men.
sent 2. And the dwarves are
Fight with courage.
choosing sides here.
I serve the White City.
Capturing that from 45 miles away. Oh no, I think it was a... I realize these guys are dwarves. They're dwarves, not nobody else.
Though all things must come to an end in time, Gondor shall not perish yet.
I hear you, brother. Gondor shall not perish yet. Alright, let's go Denethor. He's fun. Everyone's like, yeah, everyone's favorite character, Denethor. Then I guess maybe we will grab some artillery. Nothing nutty, but like 1 could be good. Then maybe let's go, give me like 1 archer. I don't go very heavy on archers. Or mostly anything. I usually just build a blob of melee units. Wormtongue, you are not going to want to come up here, brother. You do not know what's waiting for you. Look at all this. Look at all this raw power.
Where we can use it.
Alright, I'm going to put you on 3, because you are special. Do not auto-acquire. I don't want you throwing shots out. You can go with the main blob as far as that goes. I was about to say, he tried to pop invisibility, but it was not happening. Alright. So, Denethor, Steward of Gondor. He's protected by his guards, so he has this little group of guys that follows him. So allies near Denethor gain armor. Faramir loses 10 armor and 15 experience gain. I never noticed that. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Oh, unmark that. I do not want Faramir to get weaker. That's terrible. Alright, hang on. We'll read his abilities in a second.
Fight with courage.
I gotta deal with this. Now look at that. Pippin's level 6. Throwing his little rocks. He's slaying right now. We are slaying. That's why the little hero blob can be really good. Oh yeah, he has a toggle weapon. The Defender of the White City, the bow mode. Shoots an arrow that does severe damage and knockback. Guard of the Citadel structures gain 30% armor. That's kind of cool. So he's really good at defending. Faramir, Boromir, and Pippin gain armor and damage when near Baragond. That's cool. Sacrifice. Baragond, he suffers heavy damage while targeted allied hero becomes immune to damage for 10 seconds. Wow. He can just, like, take a bullet for somebody. That's crazy. Anyway, but really? Steward of Gondor? So then the other one, rank 3, allied units near Denethor gain 25% damage, and Gandalf loses 15% armor and experience gain. At rank 6, allied units near Denethor gain 25 experience gain, and Elisar, so that would be Aragorn, loses 15% armor.
It's the enemy! Take cover, men!
They are on top of my head, but even as tough as they are, the shield bearers, as defensive as they are outclassed. I got a lot of stuff vibing near here.
Let's get working.
There's one. Ah, that's what I forgot. Anyway, let's see. So we can go this one. That could be good. Although, stationary trebuchet. I might grab this one because we are preparing for our attacks. So.
Be on guard.
Okay. So I already included the archers. We can get some more. We could go straight up fountain guards. Strong versus cavalry. 120 though. So that's what? That's like a 850. I might go grab one of them. Sick.
Perhaps you come to explain this.
I don't know what to do about this. I'll put you on 4. You're gonna vibe near the main base. I don't want you near my heroes. Although really I could put Denethor in my army. You know? Because he's gonna strengthen the troops. He's just bad at being near my heroes. And generally speaking, I run my hero blob separate from my army. Generally speaking, I usually have them like defending bases or I have them like assassinating key targets and things. So I think the reason he was referencing Elisar, I think it's because when you get the ring, you can build Aragorn. I think, or maybe you summon him. Is that it? Or maybe you summon him. Is that true? Yes, that's what it is. Return of the King. Summons King Elisar, accompanied by his royal guards. His guards are temporary, but the king lasts until he's killed. And then it's also a buff. Nearby units gain 50% armor, immunity to fear, knockback, and trample resist for 20 seconds. So that's what it is. So you can get Aragorn. He's one of your ultimate abilities. So that's what it was. That's why it references that. I would assume you get Frodo with the ring. But anyway.
The guards of the Fountain Court stand ready to defend Gondor.
Sick. Undying Hope. Fountain guards gain armor for every nearby battalion of Minas Tirith up to 50%. Well, that's pretty neato, so they're going to be really strong in my blob. Other than that, we might just go one more group of regular soldiers of Minas Tirith. Oh, he lit his little torch. That's funny. I don't know why. He has nothing to blow up, but it's kind of cool. Oh, hey, Pippin's leveling up as, what is that, Faramir? Yeah, Faramir's getting kills.
Hold them off.
She's focusing on them. And then...
Your left hand you would use as a shield against Mordor, and with your right you would seek to supplant me.
And with your right you would seek to supplant me. Alright, so our little defense of the front door is going well. I feel like a lot of people have better range than our boyo does.
I am a servant of the secret path.
Oh, I forgot I was building Gandalf.
Stand ready. You must act.
Alright, so he has Chief of the Istari. So when he's dismounted, it's a close-range attack that blasts back enemies. When he's on his horse, target an enemy hero is stunned for 10 seconds and takes damage. So the spell, the dismounted spell, allies near Gandalf gain... it's a passive. So the dismounted passive is allies gain near Gandalf gain 300% armor to magic and elemental damage. They earn experience 100% faster and become immune to fear and terror. So really stinking good. Now, when he's when it's activated, I guess, Shield Bubble. Gandalf occasionally gains 75% armor and resistance to knockback when attacked. The bubble lasts for 20 seconds and cannot be activated again for 90 seconds. And it's passive, but can be manually activated using the shortcut. Then, of course, he can be on Shadowfax or off the horse. He has Rekindled Hearts, which is a spell. Gandalf gains 25% damage and 50% armor for 30 seconds. Nearby allies become immune to debuffs and knockback for 30 seconds. Nearby Gondor structures recruit units 50% faster for 60 seconds. The Flame of Arnor, Beam of Light that damages enemies. Bonus versus Balrogs and Nazgul. It deals increased damage at level 7. Deals damage in an increased radius and knocks enemy back at level 9. And then You Shall Not Pass is his level 10 ability. Blast back and damages units and heroes in a wide radius surrounding Gandalf. So, that's the stuff. So the dwarves are fighting off Isengard and losing. Oh, he has a little bit of he had a little side mission here, a little side objective. But it doesn't matter. We're fending them off. It's going fine. That's why I have my little hero blob just vibing nearby. Except Denethor. He's not nearby. He makes Faramir and Gandalf weaker. Don't worry, they're not going to be capturing it for much longer. Hearken to me. That's why I have my guys just standing right here. Because he's just he's trying repeatedly to grab the building, and let me tell you, it is not going well. Okay, so I have a little baby side mission.
Guard this area.
I hear you. Maybe you two, although really you don't need to. I guess I sort of just need Faramir.
I will take my steed.
Okay, Faramir.
I do not love the sword for its sharpness, only that which it defends.
I hear you, brother. All right, so you are on a little side mission.
We will prove our worth.
All right. So this is the question. Does this little side passage work? Probably not. This looks impassable. I don't think you're allowed to be back here. Nope. So this is a dead end except for this little pathway. Right there. So this is a dead end except the pathway. Because yeah, there's just that giant thing, and so obviously you're not allowed to do that.
By the blood of Gondor.
Oh. Look at that. They think they're being funny.
I think I need a nap.
Don't worry. We're going to deal with it. Boromir's like, wait. This is why I have 1,000 towers over here. So whatever it is he's trying to do is not going to work. Almost. We almost got him. Cavalry.
Height would be good right about now.
Alright, the little hero blob is going.
Quality will show this day.
Once he gets over there, I'll dismount him. Okay, but that was my question. So I can go this way, but I'm going to have to push through Dale. Or or maybe it's not Dale, but this Dale-owned fortress, whatever it is. Which is technically an option, but... I mean, obviously the Gap has a lot going on, obviously. And I'm a little worried if I take Dale out, that Isengard is going to have more free time. So to speak. Maybe we'll, let's do something really quick. I have a save here. So I was saving this because I was constantly getting ready for the next thing. This one I use for all of my playthroughs is what I've started doing for random battles. Like basically when I'm about to go attack in case I get absolutely dumpstered or something. I usually have this save, which is in case this goes poorly, LOL. And that's the save I do before I start to attack. And it was for whatever save I made it for initially. But now, these days, I do it for all of my battles. I actually kind of need to get rid of all these other saves, because it's a little confusing. Alright, we're going to run the army right here, and we're going to try to be cheeky. I'm tempted to... Some part of me wants to leave them here, because Isengard is constantly streaming guys up here. And my heroes don't need to... I feel like I have a lot of guys, you know? I have a giant army. So I feel like it's going to be more than enough to take the base. I don't feel like a lot of these are towers. I feel like they're just decoration. Like, it feels like there's almost nothing in here. There's almost nothing, you know? And Denethor's over here, and having him be nearby Gandalf or Faramir, or I think maybe Boromir. Yeah, Faramir, Gandalf, and Aragorn. So, you know, he's bad for everybody but his troops. You know, so...
Thus have I walked, and thus now will I sleep.
Anyway, so we can just see what this is like. And the Fountain the Fountain Guard leading the charge right now. Let's go, brothers, for Gondor.
We serve the steward.
You sure do. Okay, so what? Should we go in the front? In time, that leads to things. Let's see. This is the back, although they can't get in this way. I feel like the front is kind of the only real way.
There a captain here who still has the courage to do his lord's work?
You know, they're trying.
We cannot fail. Prepare yourselves.
There we go. Focus this, please.
I am steward of the house of Anarion.
I stand
Good.
as your captain.
Well done.
Thus have I walked, and thus now will I sleep.
Whoa. Whoa! Daddy!
I am steward of the house of Anarion.
Hmm.
The fruits fly.
Okay, that could be bad. Maybe if they come in piecemeal, maybe it won't matter, huh?
Some action.
Empowers a friendly hero.
Your lord has big energy reserve in his midsection.
Your lord has big energy reserve in his midsection. Alright, it's going fine. They're so piecemeal that we're taking them out.
Cruelty must end.
Take these guys out, please. I don't want them... I mean, at least most of them. I don't want them getting all the way into the base, okay?
The West will not
Okay,
fall.
that's not bad. Oh, forgot I had a trebuchet. That's fine. He can vibe there for a second. That's how he keeps coming. He's snaking through this river right here. That's how that keeps happening. I was so curious how that was happening. Forward, brothers. But as you can see, they're like standing and fighting. You know, it's so nice. Anyway, but that's how this keeps happening, is because he's running through the river between there. I was thinking, like, is he running through the enemy's base? Like, I'm so confused, but... Alright, so we have Dol Amroth Citadel, which, well, you can summon a Dol Amroth Citadel, which is limited to 2, but you can recruit Prince Imrahil, Men-at-Arms, and Swan Knights, so it's another, like, a potential recruitment building. You have Western Winds. It cancels Freezing Rain, the Blessing of Ulmo, Lights Go Out, White Winter, and Darkness, which is this equivalent spell for many different factions. But it will grant me speed bonus to allied units across the map for 15 seconds. And it stuns enemies for 15 seconds. And then the Oath of Eorl, however you say that, but it summons 3 battalions of Rohirrim to Gondor's aid. Then, of course, you have the Messengers of Manwë, which is, of course, Gwaihir, the Wind Lord, and 3 Eagles. I'm a little tempted just to do this. I don't know about this one, though. Become equipped with armaments. Recruits the decreased recruitment field time. I don't know if it's better than that. Like, I don't feel like this one's very good, but obviously this is really good. So maybe we'll grab this and save.
The flowers of Imroth Melowy are beautiful this time of year.
Alright, anyway, how's the army going? It's going. Denethor is slaying, actually. To flee for the commands targeted unit to flee for their lives.
Perhaps you come to explain this.
Having shot kind of does feel like that, does it not? So I got upgraded archers, pal. Oh hey, those dwarves are working for the bro team. Good for them.
Put your fears aside.
Go, brothers. All right. Go. Me wiping out the middle city for some reason is going very well. It's not surprising that it's going well. It's more surprising that I'm doing it. I don't really know if it's the right thing to do, but it's the strategy we're going for. Doesn't feel very Gondor-like, but my army's getting mad experience for it. Okay, there's another one. Have we cleared till the front door?
Is there a captain here
Maybe.
who still has the courage to do his lord's will?
Alright, what's happening with this?
Now is our
Nothing
time.
crazy. We're just slaughtering the enemy. Alright, let's get the Rohirrim call in.
We must stay
The
together.
rest of this is going well.
I stand as your captain.
I stand as your captain. Alright, my army is rolling. Like Limp Biscuit. Alright, maybe
The trebuchet.
we need to get you
Let's get working.
and you, because I have a cheeky idea about strategy here. Just don't ask questions. You are all running around this way. Just don't run around this side, this other side, okay? I have
work to do.
I have plans.
Our spears are pledged to Gondor.
Alright, grab this. I want to see what this does. Oh, I'm taking some losses. There we go, that helps. Okay. Sick, well done.
Where do I go with this?
Alright, my little man. Hopefully he runs through the base and doesn't get annihilated, so that's the hope. Alright, so what does this allow me to do? Did I capture it?
Ready your weapon.
Yes. Oh, rebuild it, there we go. That's what we're gonna start with.
Our forces are under attack.
Boy, they sure are. Alright, honestly, this side was very minor, you know? So I don't feel as bad.
We got work to
Okay,
do.
he's running around the backside, so that's actually super convenient. Alright, my army is just vibing over here, brother. And there's a lot going on in the center here. So my little hero blob is feeling that's more important than ever, you know? And we have a cheeky idea with this side.
Get it over there.
Okay. My little trebuchet is going to work its way over.
Put your fears aside.
Alright, we need to get a head start on this.
The West will not fall.
Start with them.
It's the enemy. Take cover, men.
I am with you.
Hold your ground. I do not fear you.
Alright, most of us are taking them down.
Fight with courage.
Sick. Sniped it out.
Stand firm. Crush them.
Go!
Rally together.
Alright, sick. Sniped them right out. Well done. Alright, we don't have enough of that.
Word has reached my ears
I
of
need
this
something built.
Okay, this. Give me the well.
Time to start building.
Do not worry, my friend.
Make ready the trebuchet. Reposition.
Okay, so they're working on it.
Positions, men.
Oh, those are my archers. I don't know if I want.
Those are
Let's say I don't know if I'm ready for all of them.
Stay together.
Huh. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that's the heal. It's already done.
Make haste.
I still got fight
Let us
left in me,
prepare for
lad.
this war.
I am with you.
Alright, you guys have to deal with this. Because that back group needs some love.
Our forces are under attack.
Keep up the attack.
Let's see.
Monument to
Gather
Elendil
round,
is done.
friends of the West. The West will not fall.
Wow, really? You want to tussle?
Show them no fear.
Man, those axemen hurt.
Loose.
Shoot them. Those axemen are nasty painful.
Gather round, friends of the West. The West will not fall.
The building is ours now.
I'm just warming up.
Alright, could you back up, please? Okay, anyway.
Line up the counterweight. We got work
Sick.
to do. There's a good place.
Alright,
With your left hand, you would use me as a shield against Mordor.
this way,
And with your
brothers.
right, you would seek to supplant me.
Yep, you got it, Denethor. You are just a victim. Alright.
Prepare yourself.
We trust to such
Okay,
weapons.
you're okay.
Would you like some ale?
4 long is
You should
good.
have bought some.
Then you should have brought some. Oh no.
Stand ready.
And then
We will protect these lands.
We cannot falter.
I do not love the sword for its sharpness, only that which it defends.
all right, quickly, boys. I need you immediately. Okay, well, I mean, we're still gonna snipe this out with my.
Die,
There.
fiend!
Just deal with that, my 2 cavalry. We have Gandalf and Faramir on his horse, screaming in, "Kill it!" Because arrows do not do very good against freaking against all the battering rams and such things.
My strike is soon.
There we go. Okay, now, let's see, Western Winds. That could be fun. I guess I'll take that. Oh wow, it's much bigger than you think. Sick. So this, we can upgrade it with the armor and hit points, and this will allow us to recruit Imrahil, which is the Prince of Dol Amroth. And of course this one.
The enemy is here. Sound the alarm. Prepare yourselves. They have
For the
attacked.
glory of Gondor!
He's got it in the bag.
Cannot falter. Stand ready.
I do not love the sword for its sharpness, only that which it defends.
Okay.
Word has reached my ears of this.
Tools ready.
Thus will I walk, and thus now will I sleep.
Where do I go with this? I know what we need.
Has reached
Sorry,
my
I
ears of this.
got a little out of position there. Oh yeah, so what am I allowed to build? Uthak. Armed miners. Oh, all miners gain in numbers when gathered in numbers of 60 or more. Oh wow. Okay. So that's what I'm allowed to build. That's interesting. Can't be too careful.
We must be ready.
Alright. So my army's vibing, you know? They're just vibing right now.
Will I
Let's
sleep?
get working.
Not so much worried about what you're up to. Okay, it's going well. It's going
Come
well.
around, friends of the West.
He keeps trying to stream those guys at me, and it's not going well.
The enemy is upon us, men.
Ooh.
Very soon.
Go, brothers. Stop shooting at me. Do you guys have a more, Oh, he rebuilt them. Oh, I didn't realize he could... I mean, that makes sense, I guess, you know. Which, you know, whatever. Honestly, I wasn't even convinced that going through there was the best plan anyway. Anyway, I wanted to see about this. Go ahead and build the banners really quick. And then as far as the knights they give you is the Dol Amroth men-at-arms, which are very, very mighty. And then the Swan Knights, which are also very mighty. And, yeah, we'll build Prince Imrahil as well as soon as we're done.
We've upgraded the fortress.
Who needs something built?
Just curious. Gonna set up a new little base over here. And we're not actually gonna just do this for real. Having a little forward base is kind of a good move in my opinion. So historically attacks tend to go better if you have forward production kind of thing, you know?
The Prince of Dol Amroth is at your command. White Swan does not waver.
Oh. He's a cavalry guy by
We will
default.
make our stand there.
Lands are under siege.
I'm sure it's
They are
fine.
attacking the granary.
Fiefdom and Dol Amroth Knights gain Imrahil and damage and armor. Unscathed becomes immune to range damage, gains 100% damage and 10% speed, resistance to knockback for 20 seconds. All allied troops to Imrahil and double experience for 60 seconds. And Amroth for Gondor. Imrahil and nearby cavalry, including Swan Knights, gain a whole bunch of stuff. I know, it's like 5,000 archers, like... I mean, it's gonna take me 1,000 years to kill them, but...
The enemy is here.
It's not so much because they're really strong, per se. You know, really, we could do... Because we're allowed to summon 2, right? So... Oh, I just sniped out my own trebuchet. Sorry. My bad. We're just gonna go ahead and build another one. Whoops. I didn't think it was too close. I thought it was far enough. I was, as they say in the industry, wrong.
We must fight.
Alright, little hero squad. Alright, that did not go well. So stupid. I like we're just like, this video is so long for no reason. I mean, I'm having fun, so it's like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, but I am aware this is not the best showing. Like, as a person, you know, I don't know, we might as well wait for the trebuchet to get back over here. Before we bother screwing around with all that. Don't really know how this is gonna go, per se. Alright, heroes are gonna clear the way first. Cannot let these dudes just run over my guys, but luckily they're stopping to fight my heroes, so it's actually very good news. It's best case scenario, actually.
With haste, put your fears aside.
Upgraded the fortress.
Dirty walls. Quit your dilly-dallying.
The west will not fall.
Okay, the infighting in the walls is kind of cheeky, kind of funny.
The west will not fall.
Get out of here.
Now is our time.
Alright, let's snipe out this.
What does the steward command? Come, lads. Time to go.
Tighten the rope. Line up the counterweight.
Oh, what a shot from the artillery.
We must fight. Shoot them.
More rubble over
Okay,
here.
turn that off, please.
Away.
Just very specific targets.
Watch the horizon. Let it go.
Alright, we're getting it.
Keep a lookout.
We're being shot.
Savages.
We're being counter-sniped.
Our blades are at the ready. Up the hill.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, fight. Fight to the entrance. Ooh, hey. Sick. Alright, we're about to gain Aragorn.
Being captured. Keep those boulders ready. Watch the horizon.
Don't let him snipe out my artillery.
Out.
Thus
We have captured our buildings.
Doesn't matter. It's a very inconsequential.
Rally together. This is the way.
It doesn't even matter if they've captured that building. Okay, let's just get some sort of forward action going on here.
We clansmen fight for Gondor. Shoulder those swords.
We must fight.
We're under attack.
Okay, the army is pushed out, which is good.
West will not fall.
We will fight until the end.
Hold them off.
Keep those boulders ready.
Alright. Get over there with the rest of my troops.
Their cruelty must
We'll do
end.
what needs doing.
Stand firm.
Our lands are under siege.
Hold the
Oh,
line.
good, he's leveling up. What? Oh. Well, this doesn't matter. I don't care
I
about
am
that.
with you.
That was just like a throwaway meme tactic.
Around, friends of the West.
Alright, we are nearing our actual attack here.
Bravery.
The range on the Isengard artillery is freaking disgusting. Oh! Not you, please.
Hold them off.
with your left hand you would use me as a shield against Mordor,
Line up
and
the
with your
counterweight.
right you would seek to supplant me.
Okay.
Bravery. Shoot them.
They're attacking again.
They sure are.
They're attacking the encampment.
Hold them off. This way.
Alright, gather up, please. Alright, I have like half my heroes over there, I just noticed.
Into battle.
The enemy is
It's just like him on his own. Imrahil is just on his own with all the archers.
Crush them. Fight with courage.
There, that's to keep him distracted.
be on guard.
Here, just,
Trample them.
you know, do your thing, brothers. That'll help. Okay, let's do this.
Under attack. Watch the horizon. Fire!
We must
Okay, you guys are on special missions. Alright, we're gonna do this.
Savages!
The enemy is here! Sound the alarm! Keep on your guard! Avoid this structure!
Do not pause.
Fight with courage!
It's the enemy! Take cover, men!
There we go, we're just gonna snipe out production.
Watch out, there's a side! The West will not fall!
Oh, my artillery got sniped out. That's not ideal. Okay, we need...
Hold your ground!
Their cruelty must end! This is the way!
Okay, everybody gather up.
Swiftly! Watch out, there's a side!
Go, brothers! Alright, we don't really have enough for anything too tasty. Oh, I didn't quite realize how that worked. Oh! Run, Denethor! Help! Help!
Still has the courage to do his work.
With your left hand, you would use me as a shield
Help, brother.
against Mordor, and with your right, you would seek to supplant me. Thus,
Hold in with Hill.
thus now
Ring has
will I
been
see.
struck!
Fight with courage!
Much must be risked in war.
Their cruelty must end!
Go! We have him on the ropes, kiddies! Alright, he's alive. We're alive. We're killing it. I got more troops coming, technically. But I got more than enough to finish this.
Stand fast, men! Ready yourselves!
Yeah!
Steel yourselves!
Ooh, the real fancy ones. Yes! This video is so long. That was not part of the plan, was to have this video be this long. I don't know. Maybe I'll trim it up. Maybe not. It doesn't matter either way. I might not either way. But yeah, there you go. So that's like a basic idea of what... yeah, that was the Kingdom of Erebor. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. That was the Kingdom of Erebor. The Lonely Mountain. Erebor is the mountain in the northeast of Rovanion. Source of the river Running. And the greatest kingdom of Durin's folk in the Third Age. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that is the basic idea of what what Age of the Ring is like as a mod. Now, that was one faction. As you can imagine, that's how Gondor works, and they're very neato. But every faction's very different feeling. So, you might see an influx of these battles going forward. Historically, I would label them by map, and so I would call the old ones the Battle of the Kingdom of Erebor or whatever. I might not do that anymore. I might change how they look and everything else. I don't know what I'll call it. Maybe I'll label the factions. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know if I'll want to come up with like my normal titles. And I could just call it what I always have, the Battle of the Kingdom of Erebor. But if I do the same maps, then it's gonna share the same name. It's also the same problem if I label it by race, because what I considered doing was labeling it by race, you know. So calling it like, you know, whatever, Gondor versus Isengard or something. Or if we did like a 3-person FFA, for instance, you know, we're hanging out on. Hang on, I gotta find a 3-person map, 3-person map, not 4. You know, we're hanging out in something I can pronounce, Mithlond. You know, we're doing Mithlond, and I'm like, you know, Mithlond FFA, or a 3-player FFA or something. I could technically do that, but I don't know. I'm not positive what I'm going to do with the name scheme as far as how a lot of them go. So I don't know what I'm doing with the name, but overall, I just kind of wanted to introduce the mod, and you might see an influx of these random battles. Now, my plan is to kind of do them as I feel like, as you would assume. I'm not planning on any kind of schedule or anything like that. But sometimes you might just see them up, just because I'm really enjoying them. Title-wise, maybe I'll just label them random things. Like sometimes it'll be 3-player FFA. Maybe sometimes I'll mention the map, or maybe sometimes if it's something I said in the video, like my regular titles, or something I referenced in the video, or something we did in the video, or whatever. My titles might be a little bit up in the air. And then as far as labeling the game goes, I might label it like very abbreviated to save characters. So I might just call it, you know, BFME 2 Age of the Ring, or maybe just call it Age of the Ring, like, you know, with the abbreviation, you know, rather than the rest of it, you know, like I might do that, like in the title, just label it Age of the Ring. And it'll probably still go in the Random Battles playlist, probably. Yeah, I'll probably just throw it in there, because it's the same thing. So I'll probably throw it in my Random Battles playlist, I would imagine. If we ever get to a War of the Ring, we did a War of the Ring once, a very brief one on Rise of the Witch King. I have a playlist for it. It was only 2 parts, and it went way faster than I was expecting than it should have. It was kind of a slaughter, and it was not a good showing of what Age of the Ring is like, generally speaking. And so, if we return to Age of the Ring, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised at all if we did, I will probably include Age of the Ring's War of the Ring stuff in my War of the Ring playlist. Anyway, so I'll probably just include them in the playlists that are related. But overall, I just kind of wanted to show off the mod. The mod is so much fun, and the factions are so different, and the custom heroes are super cool, and just it's so good. It's so good. And yeah, I look forward to doing more on the channel. So that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.
Oh, did I just collateral that guy?
Yeet. There, you go first.
He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.